All right, y'all, I want y'all to start putting your hands together right now. Start clapping right now. From Harford County, Maryland, give it up for Mr. Tom Myers.
CJ Bernie, everybody. Give him a round of applause. As CJ said, I am from Maryland. Those of you who are interested in knowing a little bit about Maryland, let me go ahead and tell you about it. Maryland's a real tough state. All right, if you ever decide to go visit, tell you how tough it is. Our official state flower is known as the black-eyed Susan. Yeah, you know you're in a tough state when the official state flower sounds like a domestic violence victim.
Thank you.
Of course, I am from the Baltimore area. I love being from there. Baltimore is a very interesting town. If you ever want to go do something in Baltimore, get the true Baltimore experience, don't visit like the Inner Harbor or the aquarium or Camden Yards, any place like that. To get the true Baltimore experience, just drive down any random street, stop at a red light, look over on the sidewalk, you see a used condom lying on the ground, and a dead drug addict still wearing it. Of course, being from Baltimore, I am happy about how the Super Bowl went. So, of course, we still got the trophy. So, what to do with it? I'm an Orioles fan. I know all about disappointment. That's right. They did get nothing this year. That's right. I'm starting fights too soon, I think. Listen, I'm an Orioles fan. All right, I know about disappointment. In fact, I'm actually disappointed the Orioles did well this past year because now I can't make jokes about them. So, yeah, I used to be able to go down to Camden Yards just so I could, go ahead and read a book, okay. Game just started. Always wanted to read War and Peace and quiet, Tolstoy makes a lot of sense when, you had J.J. Hardy coming up to bat. So now I actually want to go ahead and move to where they have a shitty baseball team. So and next week, moving down to Miami. So, but I did watch the Super Bowl, of course. Very happy about how it turned out. What didn't make me happy though was every other sports fan giving me guff about Ray Lewis. Everybody would give me guff about Ray Lewis. Everybody would just give me shit about it because, hey man, what are you doing worshiping Ray Lewis? Don't you know he did something against the law, man? He's lucky he didn't go to prison, You shouldn't be praising Ray Lewis, everything he's doing. I get that from every single football fan. Not Eagles fans, though, for some reason. I won't even go to a McDonald's anymore because I'm afraid I might run into Marcus, okay? Okay. Some of us are digging deep into certain sports stories. Not everybody's heard of that. Okay. But, of course, what really pissed me off about the Super Bowl was not everybody focused not on the fact that my favorite team won, but they focused on the halftime show. Like that was the big thing. They focused on that. Oh my God! I saw Beyonce. I couldn't even tell you how she sounded or what song she sang because I kept looking at that outfit. Like holy fuck! If that skirt was any higher, I could see her lips sync. All right. Speaking of entertainment, anybody like me not watch the Grammys this past weekend? Anybody like me not? Yeah. My God, the Grammys have become such a fuckfest, haven't they? Oh my God. Like the singer Gotye, okay? The singer Gotye actually came out and said about Adele, her music, when you listen to her music, it sounds like it's jumping out of the speakers. And I think Gotye got his words mixed up. I think what he meant to say was, when you hear Adele's music come out of the speakers, you want to jump. I think that's what he was saying. Not a big Adele fan, and I'm not taking musical critique from Gotye, okay? Like what, he just has that one song out now, he's like, you don't even need that though, and now you're just somebody that I used to know. Like, no, I'm not Gotye. I'm not somebody that you used to know, man. Once you know me, you always know me. I'm very consistent. And I'm very consistent in that I have never listened to your shitty music, okay? So, calm down there, boy. Yeah. But, no, doing this is fun. I have a really great time. And it's good being in front of all you guys. Go ahead and give yourselves a round of applause for coming out tonight, supporting live comedy, supporting a great cause. And doing comedy is a lot more fun since I quit drinking. I quit drinking over a year ago. Got 400 plus days without. Yep, thank you. Y'all are applauding because that's more booze that you could drink. Yeah, because I used to drink. I used to drink a lot. I would drink so much that I would go ahead and do a show like this, then wake up the next morning back in my hotel room, no recollection of what happened the night before, wake up with a piece of paper next to me with a name, Tracy, and a phone number written on it. I'd go ahead and call that number. This voice would answer, "Hello? Hi, is Tracy there? Oh yeah, this is Tracy. Oh! What the hell did I do last night?" But I dig traveling, I really do. My favorite place to travel is the Pacific Northwest. You ever get the chance to travel out there? That is a very interesting place. I mean, they're very laid back. They're very easygoing. It's called the left coast because it's like a bastion of liberalism out there. Now, let's say a little bit of something about myself. I consider myself a fairly liberal, fairly left-leaning kind of guy. Like if I go into a bar, I go ahead and see a sign. I go ahead and see a bumper sticker over the bar that says, "Ted Kennedy's car has killed more people than my gun." I want to go ahead and respond to that. I want to go ahead and make a bumper sticker of my own that says, "More young women are shot in the face by guns than have been shot in the face by Bill Clinton." So, you laugh because it's true. That's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and make up t-shirts with sayings like that. You know, like you've seen those t-shirts that say, "A hangover is God's way of saying, dude, you rocked last night." Yeah, during my drinking days, I have never woke up the next morning and felt like I rocked anything, all right, other than my esophagus, all right, and my plumbing, okay? That's, no. I want to come up with a t-shirt that actually happens stuff like that when you drink. I want to come up with a t-shirt that says, "Hangover, God's way of saying, hey buddy, you made out with another dude last night." Not speaking from personal experience, okay? My God. Dude, of all the people I expected a Star Jones reaction out of, not you, like, I know you did, what boy? I know you took one of them big bites in your mouth, faggot. Now I know you did. Like, ooh. Don't be judging me, you racist prick. Now, but getting back to the Pacific Northwest, like, you know, I'm like I said, you know, I'm a liberal, but these guys in the Pacific Northwest are way too liberal even for me. They are way out there. Like, I was out there in the Pacific Northwest for a week. Lovely part of the country, but every single morning, someone would come up to me and go, "Excuse me, sir, would you like an all-bran muffin, some organically grown sweet corn, and a cup of fair trade coffee?" Like, no, you know what I'd like? I like to take a shit once this week and have it be solid, all right? Is that possible, please? Am I being a little too picky here? I am? Okay. But I got to travel through the desert this past year. That was fun. Got to stop in some little desert towns. Kind of towns where if you want to catch Sons of Anarchy, you can find it on the Lifetime Network. These are the kind of towns where you're going ahead and driving, you're in the middle of nowhere, you pull into a tiny little tumble-down shack, go ahead and get something to eat, or in my case, it's the venue I happen to be performing in that night. Because my agent rocks. He's earning his 10%, I tell you what. It's one of those venues where you go in, everybody is at the bar watching TV, and the TV is tuned to Deliverance. And they start cheering during the squeal like a pig scene. Come up to you after the show to tell you you're pretty funny and you got a pretty little mouth. It's like, oh. When's my check coming? But, no, traveling's fun, doing comedy's fun. I quit drinking because I can, you know, go ahead and enjoy life more. I cannot have to worry about doing so many things at once, like next morning dealing with a hangover and dealing with a state trooper. Like, no, I can't deal with that shit. I can't do that. But you know, one of my favorite things, I love going out and meeting women. Women, give yourselves a round of applause. There's some hotties in here tonight. Go ahead. For Lancaster standards, they're pretty fucking hot here. No, y'all are lovely, you really are. But, you know, a lot of, I say that because a lot of the women I've met, a lot of the women I've dated and been with, as a result of my drinking, so, not exactly the best to say. One of my girlfriend, Tracy, yeah? Thanks for the traumatic reminder. Back to therapy I go. But one of my girlfriends had a multiple personality disorder, and which was nice because right a few months before we broke up, we decided we were going to go ahead and abstain from having sex. So I was like, whatever. So, but the good news is she didn't tell her other personality that, so I was still getting a little action on the side. Bad news is her other personality is named Daryl, and met me at a show that I did when Deliverance was showing on the TV at the bar. Yeah. My favorite girl that I ever dated was a Russian chick. Guys, you ever get the opportunity to date a Russian chick, do it. I tell you what, we were in love. Guys, we were in love. I knew we were in love because she even had a little pet name for me. Yeah, she called me her ticket to U.S. citizenship. It was lovely. But you know, I've dated some steadier women as well. Like I've had some steady relationships too. And one girl I dated was a veterinarian. You know, that was nice. But you know, you do not want to get into an argument with a veterinarian. You do not want to make her mad, guys. You do not want to make a woman mad if she knows how to put you to sleep and cut your balls off. All right? That's... Again, not speaking from personal experience. Coach, you're not. Like, hey, oh, I thought it was Corky or something like. Of course you didn't. If you didn't laugh because you thought that was absolutely horrible, you all are hypocrites, all right? You all know you have done, like, if you've seen someone do something so shit stupid, you just look at them like, you've done that, I know. I'm in central Pennsylvania, okay? Y'all have had plenty of opportunity to do that shit. But you know, before I got into comedy, I went to school. I went to a 4-year college, which I was able to do because of federal grants and student loans and scholarships, which are all federally funded, which means they came from your tax dollars. So thank you very much for the wonderful educational opportunities you provided for me, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of going out and getting a real job, now I do this. Yeah. You know, if the Tea Party wants an instance of government waste, they can just go ahead and take a picture of me and show it around to all their rallies. This is what we're talking about, people. God damn it, look at that. Give Marco Rubio something to grab for besides a bottle of water. Have him reach for my headshot real quick. This is what we're talking about, people. Okay. But you know, when I was in school, my favorite thing to study in school was history. I love that. My favorite piece of history to study was the American Revolution, the founding of this country. Oh, I loved hearing about that stuff. Not the laying of the foundations of democracy or how ordinary men can rise up to fight against the evil of tyranny. I like that people were able to grow an incredible amount of pot back then. They were able to make shit out of pot and get away with it. Everybody who's really with me is going, I'd applaud. I just don't feel like lifting my fucking arms, dude. I tell you what, they probably did have the good shit back then. And you know who probably smoked it all? Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin probably smoked all the good shit. Came up with the concept of daylight savings time. A real pothead concept. Hey, buddy, let's just push everything back an hour. But I'll tell you what kind of student I was in school. I was a theater geek. I took like all the theater classes. I did all the plays in high school and college, and that was fun. Took a lot of theater classes as well. One of the things I learned in theater class is there's a quote attributed to William Shakespeare where he said, "All the world is a stage." He actually said that. All the world is a stage. And I thought, wow, that's pretty neat. Now I've come to understand, wow, that's all bullshit. All the world is a stage? Really? You try doing your rendition of puppetry of the penis in the parking lot at Rutter's. You know, maybe at Sheets I can get away with it, but... By the way, keep your fingers crossed for me because my court date's on Tuesday. I could use your moral support. But, looking forward to doing this. Also looking forward to going home, getting back to my cat. We got any cat owners in here tonight? I'm the only one. Okay, just two. All right. I'm the only dude who owns a cat. All right. You guys are of the belief that you know, if you were to assign different, if you were to assign the genders to different household pets, guys are like the dogs and women are like the cats. You guys would agree with that sentiment, right? No, I don't either. Dogs definitely have characteristics of women. They do. They do. You go in the house after a long day of work. The dog comes right up to you. Hi, 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 hi. How was your day today? How was your day today? Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me, please. You know what we're gonna do today? You know what we're gonna do today? Huh? We're gonna go out to dinner with my sister. She and her boyfriend just broke up, and she's gonna tell us all about it. That's why I have a cat. Because a cat, he tells you exactly how the fuck it is. He does. A cat, my cat, whenever I go in, he just looks at me, is like, oh, you're home. You know my food dish is empty, right? My fucking food dish is empty? How do you expect me to get in there and fill that? Have you looked at the water in there? Oh, yeah, there's be fresh water. Bullshit. That water's cloudy. I can't drink that shit. Speaking of shit, have you seen my litter box? You gonna clean that sometime or what? Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. You go ahead and do all that. I'm gonna sit here and watch TV. I'll watch the channel I want. Not Animal Planet, you fag. I'm watching Old Yeller. Yeah, I love that ending scene where the kid shoots that dog. Oh, yeah. He sees that, you know, his little paw goes up. You know, this is a show for a good cause, and I actually want to come out and say poverty. I'm strongly against it. If you're in financial troubles, what you should do: go out, find some money. And I tell you what, a lot of people are like, oh, we have to study. Blah, 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 blah. No, you don't. That's bullshit. But you know, I like to go ahead and give people advice when I'm on stage. I'm going to give one word of advice to everybody in here, and it's advice that I follow regularly. And if everybody in here took that word of advice to heart, I think we could all be better human beings. So, my one word of advice: masturbate. Good night.
Y'all keep it going for Tom Myers. Give it up for him.